If it threatens you, threaten it back. Life is hard, and that is no revelation to anyone who provides for themselves or their families. You face challenges every day, and 99% of the time, there is no one to bail you out. You left home, and the safety net was no longer there. Or maybe you never had a safety net to begin with. It doesn't matter. The point is that everyone struggles. Financial, emotional, and physical challenges arise daily, and it's our responsibility to navigate them and come out on the other side relatively unscathed. There are two kinds of people in the world. There are people who are victims of their circumstances, and then there are people who are victors over their circumstances. Victims are shocked every time they are faced with a challenge. They believe the world, God, or someone is out to get them. They very rarely handle a challenge quietly and independently. These kinds of people are always looking for someone or something to blame, coupled with sympathy and someone to solve their problem for them. This is not their fault. A lot of us inherit this behavior from our parents or peers. Ultimately, we are products of our environment. So if this sounds like you, don't be offended. There are more victims in the world than there are victors. You are not alone. So stick around and hear us out. Let's transform your mindset from that of a victim to that of a victor. Welcome to the Cash Cartel, a safe haven for future billionaires and innovative thinkers. A victor is someone who takes on any challenge with stride. In fact, this kind of person perceives challenges as opportunities. They were not born this way. They had to work hard to cultivate a mindset that supports this behavior. Somewhere along the way, they realized that in life, there are no free handouts. If you want it, you have to go for it. They tackle challenges silently and independently, only asking for help when they really need it. They understand that to be successful in life, you have to take responsibility for yourself and your responses to life. You will face challenges regardless of who you are, where you are from, or what you believe. The only thing you have control of is your response to those challenges. By learning to control your reaction and respond consciously, you will be able to better handle any situation. Solutions will come to you much easier than they did before, and you will feel less stressed about whatever challenge you may be facing because you have control over your emotions. The ultimate goal is to create an inner state that is uninfluenced by external factors. So now that we have established the difference between a victim and a victor, let's talk about what you can do to facilitate the shift inside of yourself. Be honest. The most important quality of victor is their honesty. Now, we aren't talking about your honesty with others. We are talking about being honest with yourself. A lot of people are unable to admit that they are a victim in life. They refuse to get real and confront the truth because they are ashamed. So they deny it. They deny it to themselves. This is the greatest disservice one can do to themselves. You are your own greatest ally, or you are your own worst enemy. By lying to yourself, you strip yourself of the opportunity to change and improve. This means that you will willfully continue living the way you have been living. Now, it's not possible to lie to yourself in a way that you can lie to others. There will always be a part of you that knows the truth. By lying to yourself, you ignore the voice and you justify your current behavior. True victors are not afraid of their flaws. They embrace them because it opens up a new opportunity to better themselves. And that is what life is really about. Being a better person every single day, for yourself and those around you. Rising to a challenge. When you are faced with a challenge, don't back down. Backing down can look anything like taking a nap, screaming or shouting, withdrawing or making excuses. When you feel yourself naturally repelled from the situation you are facing, be present and breathe through it. Consciously sit through discomfort and you will find yourself slowly become calm. Once you have reached this point, you will be able to start thinking about the situation objectively rather than being sucked into the emotions and melodrama. From this perspective, you will be able to think of various scenarios and test them in your head to determine what the best possible solution is. You can separate your emotions from an event. You just have to be mindful and present to do so. If you struggle with mindfulness, we recommend practicing meditation, as this will sharpen your awareness with practice. Learn how to ask for what you want. Anyone below the age of 30 will likely be able to confirm that they don't know how to ask for things they want, whether it be a raise, a weekend off, or to put themselves forward for a promotion. They struggle to voice their wants. This can be extremely frustrating. It is important to remember that you can learn how to do anything. By adopting this belief, you will never limit your own growth. If you struggle to ask for help, force yourself to do it more often. The first couple times will be extremely uncomfortable. but eventually you will become comfortable doing it, and you will find yourself opening up more opportunities for yourself. With that being said, be sure to only ask for things you know you deserve. On the flip side of the coin, there are people who are extremely entitled and believe the world owes them. This is a warped narrative, and a dangerous one. Entitlement grants people the right to be selfish. The ripple effect of this is usually destructive. Free handouts are not a right. Hard work and strategy is the only way to truly obtain long-term success. Transform your I can't into I can. One of the most prominent qualities of a victim is their limiting self-beliefs. Only people who don't truly believe in themselves and their own abilities will fall into the trap of being a victim. If you address these limiting beliefs and start to build real self-confidence, you will simultaneously build self-reliance. Every time you are faced with a challenge and negative thoughts arise, like, I don't know where to start, and I can't do this, stop. Take a breath and think. What is the smallest step you can take right now to create some momentum or to begin solving the problem? Momentum only happens with action. Once you take action, no matter how small, you will begin to find that more actions naturally follow. Break the problem down into smaller pieces and solve them one by one. This will make the situation more mentally digestible, and you will avoid feelings of stress and anxiety, or at least minimize them. Once you begin to take action and solve problems, you will start to feel more confident in your abilities. This will help you greatly in breaking free from the mindset of a victim. If you are brave enough to admit that you have been living with a mindset of a victim, you are already a victor, and we salute you. The journey only gets easier from here. Once you begin to start taking responsibility for yourself and your life, you will become addicted to it. By taking responsibility, you shed the insecurity and uncertainty that you once lived with, and you become the master of your own circumstances. By choosing your response to life and the situations you face, you will be able to take on any challenge with the attitude of a victor. Take action now. Continue watching our videos so that you can begin the journey and unlock infinite wealth and success in your life today.